Welcome back to the Armchair Pundits Liverpool post-match review show. And review-wise, it's mainly going to be about the fact that we're champions. Liverpool FC are once again Premier League champions, and we have made it to number 20. And hopefully we're 21 before we even realize it. But yeah, we've made it to number 20 today, and this video will be mainly about today's game a little bit, and then just how good the season's been in general, briefly. So, yeah, before I move any further forward, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button. Always struggle to say that, notification button. Yeah, don't forget to hit that button. All right, so 5-1 was a result actually bigger than I thought it was going to be, to be honest with you. I knew we were going to win, but I had this nagging feeling. This happened when we played Man United in January, where we were overriding favourites. Everyone was pretty much saying that this is a matter of how many, not if we would win or not. And I always hate those little ones where, because like I said, we had it against Man United, where you then give the opposition the ammunition to say, we're not having that. We're not just turning up just to see them crowned champions. So I thought that it would be like a 2-1, 3-1, at best 2-0. Not at best, sorry, but 2-0 if Tottenham play well. But no, Liverpool turned up. Liverpool turned up with a performance, something I've been asking for you guys who've been watching this show over the past few weeks. I've been asking for a performance from the guys, and finally, they have given us the performance that us fans deserve. I mean, we had a little scare, first of all, when Solanke puts the header in. Alisson has no chance, let's be honest. It's a really good header. And I'm there thinking, see, I knew it. We're going to win, but we have to win the hard way, don't we? We have to win the hard way. I wanted a clean sheet. I wanted us to win 3-4-0, if not more. But it is never going to be that way. So he scores that. But credit to the players, they were having none of it. They're like, okay, cool. You want to score? Cool. We got something for you. And we did have something for them. Like, really good football after that. Didn't literally give them any breathing room. I mean, Solanke scores in 12 minutes, and on 16 minutes, Luis Díaz scores. And there's a bit of a worry. VAR, was it offside? Was it onside? Thankfully, it wasn't. Thankfully, their 1-0 lead didn't last any time whatsoever, 4 minutes. And we were able to go level quite quickly. Like Diaz, he's had a really, I think he's had a good season personally. I know some people say it's inconsistent, which I'm not going to deny, but at the same time, I think he's had a good season. I think his form dipped when Arne Slot decided to play him through the middle. But before that, he was excellent. And then when he went back to the left wing and was rotating Gakpo again, his form picked up again. So happy with his performance today and this season. Then we start piling on the pressure. 24 minutes goes, Mac Allister, goal. I mean, we've known from the beginning, from the minute we signed him, because we saw him playing for Brighton, that he can shoot from outside of the box. And it's something that we lacked previously. And yeah, 24 minutes, bang, he scores. And there we're singing, yes, it's going to be done today. Can't see Tottenham coming back and winning today. They're not scoring 2 goals to win the game 3-2. So, yep, 100% in my eyes, done and dusted. So it's just a matter of enjoying the game. Then 34 minutes, bang, Gakpo scores, and you're happy with it. Nice little finish, and now it's a matter of how many we're going to get today. And as usual, as you can see from the stats, Liverpool. In fact, I say as usual, today Liverpool were clinical. We actually had 3 shots on target, and we scored 3 goals in the first half, which we don't often do. As you can see from the screen, 56% possession to us, 44% to them. Expected goals for us was 1.16, and then expected goals for them was 0.25. Total shots are 9 to their 4. Shots on target are 3 goals that we scored, 3 shots on target, as I said, and 2 there too. Big chances, both had 1 each. We scored ours, they missed theirs, and that's just good for us because we often have a shaky first half, and the second half is when we pick up. And it wasn't the case today. Had a good first half and a good second half. So really happy with that. Gakpo's goal, it's a tap-in, essentially. But that's all good. It doesn't really matter. It's a nice... In fact, no, sorry. Gakpo's goal, it's a nice finish. It's not a tap-in. It's a nice finish. And just really happy because he'd gone, 10 games without a goal. Like, really unfortunate injury that he picked up in training. I think he hung his leg out and twisted his ankle, and that set him back. And he hasn't really looked as good as he did before that injury. But happy to see him score. Like I said, going at halftime, 3-1 up, and you can tell through the TV that the stadium was in celebration mode. There's one point where there's balloons all over the pitch. Exaggeration, all over. But there's a lot of balloons on the pitch, and it's a matter of just getting them popped and getting them cleared away. But we carried on playing. There was almost a funny moment where the ball hit the balloon, and we're potentially gonna have a little scenario that Pepe Reina had against Sunderland, where the ball hit the beach ball. But obviously this one's a balloon, so it wouldn't have had a much of effect. But it would have been funny either way. But yeah, really good first half performance, and then we moved into the second half, and just same again. If I'm being completely honest, it was more of an uplift. The expected goals wasn't as high. As you can see on the screen, possession for us was 69%, to their 31. Then we had 0.98 expected goals to their 0.13, but 16 total shots. This is where we weren't as clinical. 16 total shots to their 4, 5 on target. We only scored 2 of those. And they have 1 on target. Obviously, they don't score. So 1 big chance, and we missed that big chance. But I can't really complain, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, we played really well in the second half and couldn't really ask for more. Goals that we scored, one of them was an own goal, obviously, from Udogie. But Salah, what can you say about Salah? He's been fantastic this season. Going to win player of the season, and rightly so. He's sitting there on 28 goals and 18 assists in 34 games. Absolutely fantastic. And really happy with how he's played. Yes, he has had a dip, so it was good for him to get his goal. But with the 18 assists, I need him to get 3 more assists. So I want him to break that record. What I actually want from him this season is 30 and 21. And that would be good. Anyway, as I normally do, we'll move on to the player ratings. Be a quick one today. Won't be much stats. So I'm just going to give them the player ratings because, listen, won a league. Performances today were generally good. So any person you can't really say much about is Alisson because he didn't have much to do. So I'll start with Alisson. Alisson gets a 6. Didn't really have many saves to make. He just had to make sure that he didn't make any mistakes himself, really and truly. So I'll give him a 6. He makes 2 saves, concedes 1 goal, which he had no chance against. And other than that, accurate passes 95%, 35 out of 39 because we literally had a lot of the ball. So he gets a 6 for me. It's not a bad 6 because he did anything wrong. It's just the fact that he didn't really have anything to do. I move on to Trent. He plays a decent game today. He gets a 7. Plays 76 minutes. First game back after an injury, so start back after an injury. So pass-wise, he's never really accurate because he does a lot of long balls as well. 30 out of 42, that's 71%. Touches, 53 touches in the game. And then we look at how he's defended today. Ground duels, 50%, 3 out of 6. So other than that, it was just a simple game for him today, really. He didn't really get tested. He gets a 7. Move on to Konate. Well, Konate was solid today. Done well, as he normally does. To be honest, I think 16 consecutive games he's played now. Really good for him. Had a lot of the ball. Duels 1, 3. So I generally have him. Headed clearances 1 headed clearance. Triple pass, none, not once in the game. So happy with how he played today. Said he gets a 7 as well. Van Dijk, Slightly better than Konate today. A bit more on the ball. Completed the most passes with 71 in the game today. I look at his duels he won 3 as well. 100% for him today. 1 out of 1 ground duels and 2 out of 2 aerial duels. And he was just a colossus. He knew what it meant to win today. He made it very clear and said to everybody, Anfield should be a sea of red, basically. And it was. And he put in a performance. So I'm happy with that from him. Accurate long balls is even not too bad, 5 out of 8. So, yep, he gets a 7.5 for me. Robertson was okay. Falls asleep at times. I've given him a 6.5. Played the full 90 minutes. Wasn't as good as Tsimikas was previously, but listen, we won 5-1. I'm not going to be too hard on him. He didn't make any mistakes or anything like that. Accurate passes, 42 out of 51, 82%. And look at his duels. Early 1 duel. Those ground duels, he wasn't great. 1 out of 3. But he was positive during the game. Got up and down the flanks and helped us to a degree as well. So he gets a 6.5. Move on to Mac Allister, who I thought personally, I know Sabozza got 2 assists, but I thought Mac Allister was our best player. I thought it was fantastic today. I've given him 8.5. Listen, he's been so good this season. Gets a goal, won the most tackles, 4 in today's game, won the most duels, 7 in the game again today, and tops off by getting a goal. Really good performance from him. 8.5 for him. Gravenberch gets an 8, gets himself an assist. It's happy generally with him. It's had a really good season, considering how little he played last season and little impact he had last season. Slot has turned him around, turned him into a quality defensive midfielder. And realistically, I'm only expecting him to get better next season. In terms of how he played today, ground duels, 5 out of 11. Not a great stat, percentage-wise, 45%. But he was good on the ball from what I saw. Tackles 1, 2 out of 3. Did a good job there. But really imposing performance from him. Battled hard. I move on to where a lot of sites gave Sabozlai man of the match because he got 2 assists. I thought he had a good performance today. I've given him an 8. Said kick it off with the 2 assists, but generally he was on board today. Most chances created with 8, and it was just a better Sabozlai. Had a really good game when we played him away as well, actually, if I remember correctly. And he only played 68 minutes, but it was a really good 68 minutes. Can't complain about how he played whatsoever. Duels as well. He wins 3 duels. So happy with his performance. I move on to Gakpo. Gets a goal. Gets a yellow card for taking off his shirt. Don't mind that. And the message was good as well. Not completely involved. He's always one that doesn't have loads of passes. 11 passes in a game. So doesn't always have a lot of touches, 37 touches. So he gives himself a goal. There was one bit that was annoying where he should have just passed it into the corner. But he wanted, obviously, he knows Salah hasn't scored for a while, so he wanted to lay on the play for Salah. But he should have shot. And I think it would have been 3-1 at a time or 4-1 at a time. And it would have been a nice goal because it was a good move. But yeah, he's not a selfish guy, and he tried to pass to his teammate. I won't knock him too much for that. And in terms of tackles, not really talking about him tackles, but 100% tackles. But yeah, gets himself a goal. He gets an 8. Salah gets himself an 8 as well. Happy with his performance. Was on it early. Takes a shot. Goes wide. But when he takes a shot early, you know he's in a good mood. Tries a few assists as well. Doesn't really come off. But getting his goal, getting himself to 28 goals, really, really good season for him. Took a few shots, 4 shots, but only 1 on target, which was his goal, and 48 touches. But listen, I'm happy with the performance. We won the game 5-1. He was good. The rest of the players are good, so I'm not going to say too much about that. 8 for him. Díaz, decent performance today. Gets himself a goal. I've given him an 8. Really busy. On it. Pressuring them quite a lot. And he only had 1 shot in the game and he scored it. He got to follow up. That's one thing I give him credit for. Whenever there's a cross coming in, he's always there. He's always there. He doesn't always score, doesn't always get contact, but he's always in and around it. He's always making a run to get into the far post. So I give him credit for. But yeah, yes, an 8. Really happy for our attackers today. 1-5-1. Can't really complain. The subs, listen, I'll run through the subs. They didn't really have much of an impact. Curtis Jones comes on. He gets a 6.5. Diogo Jota comes on. He also gets a 6.5. Javier comes on. He also gets a 6.5. Endo comes on. When he was coming on, I was like, why are we bringing on Endo? I want to see Chiesa. Chiesa is on 4 appearances. He needs 5 to get a Premiership medal. Give him his appearance, Slot. Give him his appearance. But when I saw Endo come on right back, I thought, okay, fair enough. Bradley, once again, has a mystery injury. I don't know what's going on with that kid. If you're going to be our first choice right back, you need to sort your body out. But yeah, Endo gets a 6. Loves the foul. But sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not great. Sometimes it loses the momentum. It's a clean tackle, we can attack. But yeah, he gets a 6. Núñez comes on as our last attacker. I mean, that guy. Easy pass for Salah. Doesn't make it, overhits it. Then there's a time if he can cross it, he shoots out wide. Maybe I'm being hard on him, but man, I think I'm just tired of seeing him. Why are we seeing Núñez when we should be seeing Chiesa? Where I see it. So I've given him for his cameo performance a 4.5. It wasn't great to see, and he can do so much better. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't going to be a lot of talk on that, but on the play ratings. But listen, we've won the league. That's what matters. That's what matters today. Tottenham came and they wanted to spoil the party, but they couldn't. They got battered, and it's a really good performance from the guys. Slot, I'm giving him a rating as well today. I'm giving him a 9. He set us up well. Apart from the sub of not giving Chiesa minutes, which annoys me. But some people saying, why does he need to play? I don't know, it's just me. I want to see him play because I think he's good. But yeah, Slot gets a 9. In fact, no, that's too much. Slot gets an 8.5. Gets an 8.5 and just happy. Listen, he even sang Jurgen Klopp the same way Jurgen Klopp sang Arne Slot. He did Jurgen Klopp at the end. Listen, he's a stand-up guy. Happy we've got him as a manager, and I'm looking forward to next season once he has some more of his own players and the players are really into what he wants. But what a start. What a start, your first season in the Premier League, first Dutchman to win the Premier League, first Dutch captain in VVD to win the Premier League. Had a few firsts. Tsimikas is the first Greek to win the Premier League, and you had Sabozla is the first Hungarian to win the Premier League. So, all greatness around. So, guys, enjoy it like I am. No matter where you are in the world, enjoy it. We are champions. We have got number 20, and no one can chat to us now. Nobody can chat to us. We've got 20 Premier League titles, and we've got 6 Champions League titles. We are the best in England. Guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification button. I still can't say that word. Notification button. Hit that notification button. And once again, we are the Premier League champions. Thanks for watching. Peace out.